day to all. This is Amirthalingam Madhu. Today's topic is experience sharing, and if you are planning to construct a house, what are all the steps you should follow? This video basically you are planning to construct a new house. This is an experience sharing of one of my client, Ramanji from Osur, Tamil Nadu. Ramanji called me for Vastu consultation and drawing. I have given an AutoCAD drawing and consultation to Ramanji. He would like to construct using engineer. But what happened, engineer has changed the steps as per his convenient, which creates a lot of issues because again they have to remove the wall and again they put steps as per Varanga Vastu. So what are all the steps you should follow when you are planning to construct the house? There are 10 important things you should follow before starting the construction. Point number 1, you should get the quote from 3 engineers, at least 3 engineers in your area, because you can understand the cost and what kind of material they are using. For example, what is the brand of cement for wall and concrete? Iron rod, what kind of iron rod? Whether it is ISI mark, it's an ordinary one. What kind of wood they are planning to use? Tiles, etc. So you should get a complete quote from 3 engineers. You can analyze, you can compare what kind of material they are using, what is the square feet rate. This is the most important thing in the first step. Second is, you should get drawing, AutoCAD drawing from Vastu experts, because once you finalize the drawing, you should not change anything in the drawing. This is the most important thing. And also, you have to inform engineers to follow Vastu drawing. They should not create a new drawing. They should follow the Vastu drawing if you are planning to construct your house as per Vastu rules. Point number 3. Before finalizing engineer, you should research about the engineer, how he is working for the other projects, what is the credential for that engineer, what is the existing client feedback, because this is the most important thing. In our life, we are making only one time we are making the house, so it should be properly, we have to follow. Otherwise, in between we will find a struggling. Point number 4. So once you decide the engineer, you have to make a contract agreement, because in future it should not happen anything. What are the material they are planning to use? Sometimes they use a different material. To avoid such a scenario, you should make a contract agreement. For example, cement, what is the brand? Kindly mention in the agreement. Iron rod, what is the make and brand? Hood, what kind of wood they are planning to use for doors, windows? Tiles, what kind of tiles? So this is the very important thing. What is the square feet rate? For example, house is having the separate square feet rate, and compound wall, sump, septic tank, borewell, these are all the different. So kindly mention the very clearly what is the square feet rate. Point number 5. So once you finalize, kindly make a payment schedule. What are the stage you are planning to pay? For example, after finishing of the basement, what is the percentage of payment? After completion of lintel level, concrete and finishing, plastering, placing tiles. So you make a payment schedule, accordingly you can pay. because one shot if you pay, it's a very challenge to track the project. Point number 6, you have to make sure whether engineer is constructing as per Vastu plan or something, there is any changes. It should be clearly mentioned in the agreement. If there is a change, the cost should be bear by engineer. You should clearly mention, there is no issue. Point number 7, you have to clearly inform that engineer there is no additional payment beyond this agreement, because sometimes what happen, they say this is the additional payment, for example, a gate is additional payment, for if you change the tiles there is additional payment. No need for the confusion. You should make sure everything should be covered in the agreement. Point number 7, you should follow the project schedule, because your construction there is some project schedule. For example, if you are constructing a 30-40 site house, 2 floors, maybe it may take 6 to 8 months. So you should follow the stage by stage project schedule. Point number 8, windows and doors position should be as per the Vastu drawing. There should not be any changes. That's the most important thing. Point number 9, if you are planning to construct more than one floor, suppose ground floor and first floor should be sunken type toilet. If you make an ordinary toilet, what will happen? The toilet floor level become higher compared to the bedroom level, which is not non-compliance of Vastu rules. Point number 10, make sure before paying the final payment to the contractor, all work has been completed as per the agreement. These are all the process flow of constructing the house. So you should follow these steps to construct a house without any trouble. If you need a consultation from me, you can ask me for AutoCAD drawing as per Vastu, and I have 100 Varagi Vastu rules when you are planning to construct, so you can follow those rules. It's the most important, because as per my experience, there are a lot of mistakes is happening during construction. To avoid that, I have created 100 rules. This is especially for my client. So if you need a consultation, you can contact me. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Thank you.